Okay, going into melt.
I'm Nicole. Nice to meet you.
This is Danny.
Hi, Danny.
You've probably met Bob and Barbara.
Hi, Barbara.
Okay, we're going to start with the ball underneath the arch of our right foot. You know what? Grab the ball for a second. Let's do a little test here. Some mobility. What's wrong with it?
Oh, nothing. It's just harder than my one at home.
Oh yeah. Bye, Mark. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yes, you will.
Bye.
Okay, come up onto your toes and balance. Check your balance. Okay, from there, close your eyes. Do the same thing. Okay, we're going to bring it down. Okay, roll it over. Straighten your legs and see where you are today. And take a measurement. So if the legs are straight, are you on knuckles? Are you flat? Or where are you at today? Okay, use your core, tuck your tail, and roll up. Let's back the car up one way. Any stitches in your back, and back your car the other way. Any tightness in your back. Good. Now we'll start underneath the right foot. So, Nicole, have you melted with me?
I have.
Okay. Go right underneath the arch. We'll go side to side. A couple of my Human Garage classes are now posted on the website, and we've captured a couple mat classes and I think 1 or 2 extra melt classes recently. And so that way, if you're not here, you have no excuse. You can do it by video.
So when are you scheduling your melt classes now going forward? Because you added another class.
So we're all in a mixture right now. I sent the calendar to you. Did you see it?
I did, but I didn't look at it to tell you the truth. But
Okay.
yes,
So right now what's going to happen is 8, 9, 10, 11 is all going to be Pilates, Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. 12 o'clock is going to be melt, postural therapy, or Human Garage. Now in saying that, it takes me about 10 minutes to switch this room over. So there's a 10-minute like flipping the rooms over so it doesn't start right at 12. Plus, sometimes I just need a drink of water. I might need to pee or something. Okay, go right underneath the big toe metatarsal. So the melt will be Wednesday. Human Garage will be Monday. Friday will either be Human Garage or postural therapy. Second toe metatarsal press. The reason it's going to be slash or depends on what assignments I need to record and turn in. The third one, press. Get that metatarsal bone to pop up. It's way back here. And fourth. And fifth. You want that little bone to stick up. Beautiful. Halfway between your big toe and your heel on the inside of the foot, press on it. And roll it close up to that big toe metatarsal and press. On the outside of the foot, halfway between the pinky and the heel, press. We could just hang here, right? It feels so good. Wasabi ball. Okay, the wasabi ball, or the small hard ball, is going to go underneath your big toe metatarsal. You want that big toe metatarsal to manipulate up. Get it way up there. So important for these bones to move. And the second metatarsal, get it to pop up. Can you guys visually see it? On that second one? Go lower. Go like way, see I'm way down? Go third, so I'm way down.
it takes a while for your bones to loosen up.
It does. My third one, right, see it's trying to come up. There it goes, now it's up. But it does take a while. And then fourth. So I'm going a little slower just to make sure that you have time to let those pop. And next one. Pinky. Everybody see their pinky metatarsal? Okay. Halfway between the big toe and the heel, there is this little pocket of guitar strings. Find those guitar strings. Now don't massage it, just hang out on it. Isn't this good? If you thought there was stress on your body, right now it's just draining out through that one hole. All stress off the body. Yep. Okay, roll it up close to the big toe metatarsal. Now there's a little spot we're going to find guitar strings there also. So you're not under the big toe metatarsal, but just right where it comes into the arch. Find those strings. Sink. Halfway between the pinky toe and the outside of the foot and the heel, there's a little pocket here too. It's almost like a little dip. Bink, and hang out there. Where the heel comes down into the arch. So the heel comes down into that arch. So I'm going to show you on my hand right here. Toes sprawled down. They don't come off the floor. Just the heel goes back and forth like a dance or a rainbow. Whoosh, whoosh. So I keep these on my bathroom counter, and I keep them on my kitchen counter. I keep them in my purse, and I have them in my car. Oh, I happen to have them at work, too.
She has them in her friend's car, too.
Yeah, they're everywhere. Yes, and take it all the way back. No matter where, yes, I have these. Work it all the way to the back of the heel and then reverse it. As we're working the foot, we're actually getting that body ready. Now take and just tighten it up. So you're right here where the heel comes down into the arch, right here, and little tiny, like you're putting bubbles in your hair, like shampoo, and getting that fascia nice and juicy. Creating pools of fluid. Now we're going to squeeze all the juice out. Everybody out, all the juice out. And then when we create suction, take the pressure off, and juice goes back in. Taking your big ball, same foot. We go from the big toe metatarsal. Push all that juice through to the heel, and it flushes up the leg. Second toe, push it all the way through, and let it flush up the leg. Third, just one directional, push all that fluid like steamrolling it, and it squeezes it up the leg. Fourth. Oh, it feels so good. Fifth. 2 more spots wherever it feels good. One more. Now, like you're a toddler and you have a big, thick crayon, scribble everywhere. If you have nothing, you have no time for anything, this is the only thing I want you to do every day is scribble while you're brushing your teeth. Also brush your teeth with your left hand. Create new dendrites in the brain. Switch to the other foot. Now, you should feel a difference between the 2 feet. That right foot should feel nice and supple. And we're giving it CPR underneath that left, right in the middle of the foot. So we start with the softball, just kind of lubricate everything up and prime it for the hard ball. So everybody heard there's going to be 8, 9, 10, and 11 o'clock Pilates classes because summer people are coming in. No, I'm going to try not to teach all those. I'll be here or I'll come late. Yeah, I can't talk 5 hours in a row. It's not possible anymore.
When are you going to start first?
No,
Right
it starts Monday.
Okay.
Big toe metatarsal. And then what happened is this Monday we had 4 people on the waiting list who couldn't get in. So that's why it starts.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Second toe metatarsal. We are also right now doing our memberships for the month of June. Third metatarsal. Fourth metatarsal. We'll keep the floor clocks Tuesday, Thursdays. And just depending on my girl power and my power.
Everybody's leaving.
I know, everybody's leaving.
That's so sad.
Halfway between the big toe and the heel and press.
You've had that happen before, though.
Yeah.
It's Pagosa.
Transient, living in a beautiful transient area. Roll it up close to the big toe metatarsal. Same thing happened in Big Bear Lake. People, you train them up and they were poof, gone. Halfway between the... I know, she's awesome. I hope to see her back. We'll say she's working a lot. Okay, from here we're gonna go big ball arts, wasabi ball underneath the big toe metatarsal. Yeah, she's a great instructor. Big toe metatarsal, let that bone pop up. Hello. Second one, look at it. Get it to pop up. As soon as I have to bend over and actually push on it, come on. Yeah, this is my trouble child. Third one, get it to pop up. Hello. Fourth. Fifth. Halfway between the big toe and the heel. Postural therapy on Fridays, when I teach that, is probably one of the easiest classes for me to teach. Get you all settled. Hold this position for 6 minutes. I can play you some sound bowls. Roll it up close to the big toe metatarsal. On the outside of the foot, halfway between the pinky and the heel. Ooh. Find that little pocket. Okay, where the heel comes down into the arch, so like right here. The toes are flat on the floor and the heel goes back and forth. Now start working that ball back through that heel. No, Andy.
Not today.
Aw.
He wants to come to the garage.
Okay.
He's working, he's going crazy.
Friday. Yeah. Reverse it, go through that field of Rice Krispies. Then take and tighten it up.
Well, he's not gonna be here Friday, he's going to Denver tomorrow.
Okay. Next week,
Yeah,
Monday.
I'll send him in, he can come to my place.
Absolutely. Pause, squish all the juice out. And switch to your soft big ball. So we've created these pools of fluid. We want to start at the big toe and push that fluid through to the heel. It will push up the leg. Bring it back lightly and push again. Bring it back lightly. Third one. Bring it back lightly. Steamroll fourth. All that fluid goes up the legs, so our legs are even getting more supple because the fluid's running through that fascia. And the fifth. Now 2 more wherever it feels good. Favorite spot. One last one. And scribble everywhere. So here it is, my plug for Melt. Pilates kept me out of surgery for 35 years. Melt got me out of pain. Okay? Human Garage is taking it to a whole nother level. But what got me out of pain, first time in 35 years, was Melt. It's a lot of years to be in pain. Where was Melt when I was 14?
Why are you in so much pain when you're 14?
Thrown from a car. Yeah, windshield. Yeah. Okay, take your balls, place them in your rag. So I had so much head trauma that they didn't even look at my back. They missed it. Grab your half roller. Okay, lay on your half roller. Make sure your head and your tailbone are both on. The reason we wrap the balls into our rags is so they don't disappear and the dogs don't eat them. So the dogs are being really well behaved today.
They're meditating.
They are.
They were so cute with Alex.
Oh, Quinlan. I got to send her those pictures. Okay, your nose, your sternum, and your hips are on the same ship, rocking side to side. So this one is called rocking side to side. Shocking. I mean, some of the Pilates things you're wondering, like, where do we get teaser? Just let your body be heavy. Bring it back to center. Now, I put you in traction. I have a thing wrapped around your jaw and your neck, and I'm pulling your head to the mirror behind you. At the same time, I'm pulling your pute bone and tailbone to the alleyway. So there's this length in your body, airspace, between each vertebrae. I want you to lengthen your lower back as I pull your tailbone and pute bone away from the crown of your head. So lengthen your lower back into the roller. Feel that length. Now switch it. I want you to feel lengthen your abs. Lengthen your abs. So you are going like from tuck tail to extension, but I want you to keep the length of this. Lengthen your lower back. And lengthen your abs. And again, lengthen your lower back. And lengthen your abs. So you're rocking that pelvis back and forth, but not just a rock, but a lengthen and rock. One more. Bring your feet lined up with your hip bones. Okay, lift your left foot up 1 inch, just 1 inch. And bring it back down, lift your right foot up 1 inch. So the other one's down, there you go. Okay, bring that foot down, lift your hands, they're hovering your hands. Turn on your core. Lift your left foot up 1 inch and hold. Nice. Now right now your fascia is communicating to your mind. Bring that foot down and switch. Did it go offline? This is great because it's a way to measure if our fascia is communicating and how off our body might be or blocked. Maybe a little toilet paper in our plumbing of our fascia that we need to blow through. Good, and bring it down. You're going to bring your fingertips to the ceiling. And then you're going to lower them down until your fingertips are halfway between your ribs and your hips. So halfway between your ribs and your hips. Okay, that's the plane you want. Good. Danny, go up a little higher. Right there. Good. Have your palms look at each other. And I now handed you a wad, a Hubba Bubba chewing gum. Okay? And fascia likes to be moved slow, 5 centimeters per second. So we're going to pull on this Hubba Bubba like it's really hard to pull. And we're pulling it out slowly, out to the side. And keep taking it out until you're holding this huge beach ball 1 inch off your rib cage. So his hands go out till you have this big old beach ball. Now in that position, I'm pulling your wrists in opposite directions. Keep your wrists there, they're pinned there, I'm pulling them. And one hand goes in, let's go right hand in and left hand back. Flossing your fascia, but don't lose your beach ball. Boom.
Oh,
So your wrists are there, and one hand goes in, one hand goes back.
oh.
Like you're tossing a
That's
ball.
my hand.
Now as you do this, it's slow, so it's like wah, wah, and we're pulling on that fascia. Side to side. Feel me pulling your wrist, and think about your wrists. Are they halfway between your ribs and your hips? There, and pulling. Now do the same exact thing, but now make fist. You feel it, Danny? Good. You feel it, Susie? Barbara?
Yeah.
Okay. Keep holding that beach ball. Like your Spider-Man. It looks like you got it. Really reach. There you go. Good. Bring both hands up to the ceiling. Palms now facing each other, and you're a part of the Blue Man group. You're spraying lasers and blue paint through your fingertips. Okay, so right up to the ceiling with those hands. Shoulders are now hugging the roller. Okay, everyone's spraying energy through the fingertips. Take your left hand up to cheekbone height and the right hand down to hip height. But reach your fingertips in opposite directions. Reach that way. Good. And switch, but slowly, slowly, slowly. Fascia loves slow. Can you feel that fascia pulling? Can you feel it, Danny? It's like cellophane pulling underneath the fingers and the palms. Forms. It's like slipping cellophane. It makes a sound of there it is. Good, and bring it back up to the ceiling. Straighten your left leg, don't fall off the mat, and come off the roller. You're going to take that roller and press it all the way up to the top of your mat. There you go. Okay, and then you're welcome. And then this roller is going to go underneath your hip bones. There you go. So right underneath the ASIS. So right there. Good. So if you were to feel those little headlights, straight down's your roller. Okay. And then from there, turn on the core and bring both knees up into your chest. Squeeze your knees together. Go knees over pubic bone. Then take them, let your heels drop down towards your glutes. Take your knees to the left 6 inches. So we're kind of right on that PSIS or right below it. And I want you to slowly stir your fascia. When we go into calf, I'm going to have you go on this one so that your feet don't hit. Hold your knees 6 inches over. And I want you just to march. So like one foot comes down to the mat and the other, but keep your core on. And now we're just kind of cross friction of that fascia. So my theory is if there's any pain in your life, is to be doing postural therapy, melt in Human Garage. Then worry about Pilates, because we don't want to strengthen our weaknesses, meaning we don't want to like make our weaknesses even more strong in their weakness. You guys know what I'm trying to say. Bring the knees together and take them over 6 inches or 8 inches to the right side, and just stir that fascia, so little circles at first. We want to bring that fascia into alignment so that our bones and our muscles can come into alignment, so that when we do our Pilates, we're in alignment. Plus, who wants to live their life in pain? I don't. Not another day. And march. Blink. Keeping the core on. Can you feel the fascia? Okay. So the more intention you set about feeling, march those legs, Bob. So march, march. One leg at a time. Look at Danny. Like this. March. There you go. So self-massage. Bring the knees back into the chest. Good. Bring both feet down to the mat. Pull your right knee into your chest and pull your pelvis like you're doing a cannonball dive. Good. So that left foot's flat on the mat, and I want you to feel all 4 points of that foot. And I want you to shoot lasers out through that left knee as you pull that right knee into your chest and tuck your tail. So you're really tucking in. Good. Tuck your tail more cannonball. And where you're looking for is the fascia of your left quad. Okay, you guys all feel that? Yeah. Okay, I don't know why we don't have music. There it is. Switching legs. Tuck tail, pull that left knee into your chest, like you're reaching that lower back down to the mat. And you're shooting lasers out through that right knee. So it's really pulling as you're tucking. You feel that? This really helps those knees and the fascia around the knees. Breathing. Tuck tail, even more. Drop this hip. There it is. Good. Bring both knees into your chest like a cannonball dive. Lower back is reaching down to the mat. Reach your right leg up to the ceiling. And you're going to keep the leg straight, keeping your left knee in. You're going to lower that leg down, straight leg, until it rests in your hammock of fascia. Pulling that left knee in even more. Push that lower back down into the mat. Rest it completely. And if you pull in your left knee, it'll make your right leg bounce. That's how you know you're in your onesie of fascia. So Susan, yeah, tuck tail a little bit more. There you go. See how that lifts that heel up? There you go. Okay. Now you're going to take your right hand, reach it to the ceiling, and then reach it up to a cheekbone height like you're reaching it to the mirrors behind you. Lift your head up and place your left ear on the mat. So we're looking out the front door. Let's switch rollers. I'll give you more room. So let's switch out from this one. There you go. Good. So if you pull that knee in and you tuck your whole pelvis like you're doing a cannonball, yeah, see how that heel lifts? And that way, yeah, I want that in that.
So it's kind of
Hanging in that fascia. Then the other arm is cheekbone height, boom, reaching. And ear goes to mat. Good, so this is called drawbridge. Reach, reach, reach. Okay. Good, bend both knees into the chest. Give yourself a good cannonball stretch. You can feel that roller pulling away like it's pulling your tailbone to the ceiling, giving your lower back, your sacrum a little stretch. A little tug, it's a better word on that fascia. Reach your left leg to the ceiling. Good, and lower that leg down. Good, reach the left arm up cheekbone height. The more that you pull that knee in and tuck that tail, good, the more you're going to be in that fascia, that hammock of fascia. Lift your head up and place your right ear on the mat. Make sure your left leg is resting in that hammock. Just having a hard time with music today. is. Good, and release. Pull both knees into your chest. Let the roller pull your tailbone up to the sky. We're going to now take that roller underneath our hamstrings. We're going to switch. We'll go back to this one. There we go. Okay, and you're going to scoot up where your feet won't hit the bars. So scoot up till your feet are straight, legs are straight, but you won't hit the bars. So you're right on your hamstring, and you guys in Human Garage have snake bited your ankles before. This is what we're doing now to our hamstrings. So I want you to rotate the knees out, but straight leg. Go straight leg. Rotate knees out and drag the legs out. Knees come in, drag them in. So in and out. If your back gets cranky, stick your thumbs underneath your tailbone. Out and in. Knees go out and in. And just breathing. And feel that skin, which is the most dense part of our fascia, and our fascia pulling around our bones. Let the feet relax, meaning don't tighten them up. Just let them relax as you go out and in. Find a different spot on your hamstring. Push that roller to a different spot, and we'll do it again. Out and in. Let your legs be heavy, but make sure your back is comfy. Take that roller, and we're going to go underneath the beefcake part of our right calf. And then bring that right heel directly underneath the tailbone. So that right heel's underneath the tailbone. Go underneath your right leg. So go here, bend this one. There we go, just for a second. You slide this out. So it's your heel's directly underneath your tailbone if you look straight laying down. Yeah. Oh, okay. And then now rest the other leg right on the beefcake part. Just put some weight on it. Okay. You're just going to bend your right knee 3 inches and press out. But we're going to completely relax our feet like I dipped them in warm, warm honey. So you're going to bend, go right beefcake part on the roller and cross. There you go. Good. Now bend this knee 3 inches. Let this one just go on for a heavy, heavy ride and out. Say your feet are tense. Relax. If your feet are tight, you are in your muscle. If your feet are relaxed, you're in your fascia. We don't have tight muscles. It's a lie. We have fascia that's restricting us. So as you bend that knee in 3 inches and out, we're pushing through any adhesions or scar tissue that we have in that calf. Does it hurt to put this one over? Like that. There you go. Now we're going to do what's called swirls, relaxing the feet. You're going to draw little circles on the ceiling with your right knee as you bend in, circle it, and down. This is a swirl. Relax the feet. Even more, Barbara. Some people just have really tight feet. Swirl the other way. Now, if there's somewhat of a tight spot, you roll to the boundary of that tight. If you have an Easter egg in there, just roll to the boundary of it, but not on it. Okay, now indirect, you're going to take your right foot and make circles. Your right one. There you go. Your right one, Barbara. I know. It's job security for me. I love what I do. What do you do for a living? I torture people.
And they're so useless.
They can't even fight back. They pay for it. Switching to your left calf beefcake part. Cross your right. So check that your heel right, is directly underneath that tailbone. Good. And then take your other leg, cross it over, right, to put weight on that beefcake part. If your back hurts, put your hands underneath your tailbone. Relax that left foot completely. Bend the knee in and out. So as we're doing this, I have a funny story. It was Father's Day, and I was leaving Riverside, California to get back here. And my flight was canceled. And it was, so then we all raced. It was before you could just change things on your phone. So we all raced over, get in line. I'm going to miss my flights, get home with the kids, blah, 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 blah. And so I had to catch a shuttle to LAX.
Oh my God,
From Riverside. And so I couldn't even pee to get out of line. It was like, blah. And so I finally get there, catch the shuttle. The shuttle's running late. Would run to our flights. We're running, right? Still I'm not able to pee. Get on the flight, sweaty, and sit there, and the gal comes by, and she's like, what do you want? I'm like, give me 2 glasses of wine, and they had these little things of Pringles. And so I'm just, all these Pringles. I mean, like a weed whacker, just through the, make a little smurl here if you have it. So I'm eating, and I'm like, down the wine, and so I'm like, okay. And the gal next to me goes, so what do you do for a living? I'm like, oh, I do nutritional coaching and Pilates. As I just went, all these, there's Pringles all over me. Yes. Maybe even rock side to side. But what question to ask me at that moment?
You should have lied. Food tester.
Yes. Pringle eater extraordinaire.
I thought you were going to say you got on the plane and they told you that their toilets were
Yeah. After I did that.
My next question, did you pee before you had 2 glasses of wine?
No. I think I did the 2 wine and then I went and peed. But man, oh man. When your nervous sweat smell, Good. And release. We're going to take that roller right above your left knee, right on the side. So go hands behind your knees and roll yourself up for a second. Use your knees. Okay. The left side, you have your knee joint. We don't want to roll the joints. Even though we're in Colorado, we want to be right above it. And we're only going to go 3 inches. You guys see this? Mm-hmm. This is a yes. This is an absolute no zone. Do not touch this with your roller no matter what. I'll actually bark at you. This is a yes zone. Yes. No. Yes. Okay? So we're going to roll this area right here, 3 inches. So you're going to come up onto your left elbow, right above that left knee. We're only rolling that 3 inches.
How many times I've rolled the no zone.
Yeah, don't roll no zones.
I didn't know that.
It creates more adhesions. Come up on that elbow and lift your hips up. Turn on that core. Now, if this is too intense, you can bend your top leg and put your foot on the mat. But only 3 inches from that knee, that's it. Now, smurl the hip. So you're making like little circles. How's that feel, Nicole? Okay, good. The only time that you can touch that no zone is if you have like a stick roller and you're standing. It doesn't matter how soft your roller is, that is an absolute no zone. They've actually seen more adhesions in that area from people rolling it. Now we're going to go to the other yes zone. Roll it up to the greater trochanter bone. So you have that bone that sticks out the side of the hip. Okay? And only 2 to 3 inches down from that hip bone. There it is. If it's too much, you can bend your top leg and smurl it.
That word, smell.
Schmirling.
Schmirling and schmearing.
Schmearing and schmirl. And take that hip around, kind of like you're doing a hokey pokey, in and out, and around. Good. We're going to stay in this zone, and we're going to flip and face Nicole's direction. So now we're on that, right by that greater to canter bone. And just this little 3 inches here. Yeah, you remember when I did nutritional coaching, right? Yeah. That was a long time ago. Now I'm like, eat the Pringles, eat the nachos. After you've coached it, we coached 60,000 pounds off Pagosa. No. That's a lot of weight. Smurl that hip. A lot of that was the Pirellis. It was actually their program, so it wasn't all 60,000 in Pagosa, but also through the Pirelli people.
I missed that boat.
It's a lot of emotions when people start losing weight. Good rock in and out. Bink, bink. Like the hokey pokey. Take your left hip in, take your left hip out, take your left hip in, and smurl it all about. Okay, you're going to lift your hips up, and you're going to put it right above your knee joint. Not on your knee joint, but right above it. Lift the hips up again, and just smurling. Smurl on those hips, or you can just rock the hip in and out if you want. Cross grain. Nice. One more. We're going to sit on the roller. So you're going to sit on your roller. And take your hands behind you. You're going to tilt your knees towards the front door, bend your knees. You're going to be right on the side of that left piriformis. So fascia is a funny, sneaky thing. You kind of have to go slow and think heavy. And then all of a sudden you can feel it moving around. Otherwise we get right in there in the muscle, like, oh, but we want to like just take it slow and smurl. You can start feeling that juice pushing around. So we have blood, hyaluronic acid, air, synovial fluid, and we're just pushing it through. Because in our fascia, it's all these straw-like tubular areas, and we get toilet paper stuck in there. We actually get like glyphosates from processed foods. And we get adhesions from accidents or playing sports stuck. And we're just blowing through those areas. And take it over to the other side. So if you think of a big loofah, and all that tubular, and you fill it with water, you start squishing it around. That's what we're doing. I went to go buy a large loofah to bring it in here to explain what fascia looks like. I can't find them now.
They don't make them anymore. It's just a squash. That's what it is.
It's squash?
It's the inside of a squash.
I didn't know that. I thought it was something in the ocean.
Yeah, you can grow them, and then you just take the seeds out and you dry them.
And it becomes a loofah.
Pull the skin off, yeah, and that's what's inside.
Where did I see one? Oh, when we were at Ojai, they had them.
They?
They quit selling them because people were freaked out about the bacteria
It's your own.
because of all the dead skin cells.
I think they sell, you know where Roots is?
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe I've seen them in there.
Oh, I'll have to go down there.
Mashpee Rocks, yeah.
I might, if I ask them to order one. Bring our fingertips forward so you're right on your sit bones. Come forward a little bit more, closer to you guys. Okay, so right on those sit bones and heavy, and just roll. And squish all that fascia around. Our hamstrings, we attach that fascia around the hamstrings, like to get wadded up and tight. Let your body be heavy. No snuggling. Nay, nay. She's out, man. They still have Mango, but not the other three. One passed away. It's awful. It was when I was in, it was one of the kids' cats, but he was the coolest cat, Leo. He was really old, but he got respiratory. Okay, you're gonna bring yourself forward. You're gonna reach around and feel your scapula tips. So the very lower tips, 1 inch from there, is where I want your roller. 1 inch above. Thank you. Okay, so reach around, 1 inch above. Good. Hands go behind the head. Good. And your elbows come in like you're holding a yoga block between your elbows. You're going to curl your elbows until they're looking right at your mid-quads. Good. Keep the rib cage nice and low. Lift your hips up 1/2 inch and roll 3 inches up and 3 inches back. So we're rolling the top third of our thoracic. And Nicole, bring the elbows even more together and then drop your rib cage. Good, and get the hips just 1/2 inch off. There. So you're gonna curl this even more. Yes, right there. You can adjust the roll if you need to.
Sorry, I thought the bottom be off just a
Yes, it will. But maybe bring this roller. Yeah, there you go. Drop your hips. Pull your rib cage down towards the mat. Keep your elbows in. I put eyeballs in your armpits. Bring the eyeball around to look at your hip. So not across, but just like a side bend. Just a side bend. There it is. And then your other eyeball and your armpits can look at your hip. If you keep your elbows close together, it presents more of your spine to the roller. So elbows holding a yoga block. And side to side. Bring it back to center. Walk your feet 2.5 inches closer to you. So now we're going to be at the base of our scapula to our bra strap, the 3 inches of the mid back here, and roll. Keep the elbows in, hips just 1/2 inch, and imagine someone standing on your rib cage. Yeah, right there. And then rolling this area. Love it. Perfect. 3 inches, elbows together. Keep that rib cage low. Yeah, let that rib cage come lower, even lower, so you can curl more. There. Nice. Dropping the hips. You're at your bra strap. There's eyeballs in your armpits. Take it side to side. Your hips are down. Good. So I want to see weighted glutes. Whoop, don't take it across the eyeball to hip. Eyeball to hip. What we're doing is we're torquing, not twerking, but torquing that vertebrae. Like we're taking all the fascia and bringing it around. Does say we saw some twerking.
Yes, we did.
We went to the burlesque show. Bring it back to center. If you need to, come forward. And what I want is it's going to be underneath your bro strap or bra strap. And we're rolling this 2.5, 3 inches here. But I don't want you on these floating ribs or your kidneys. I want you on the attached ribs. And we're just rolling this area here. Elbows in. Elbows pointing to your mid-quads. Good. Hips up 1/2 inch. So you're rolling like this side of your roller. Like, you don't want to be like I'm playing violin again. This is where all my crunchies love to live. It's like, drop the hips. So you're below the bro or bra strap. Elbows in. Armpit to hip. This feel good, Danny? Armpit to hip. So think instead of this elbow coming over, side bend. And then this armpit right here to this hip.
Oh.
Side bend. The elbows in. And side to side. So I'm taking it and torquing around. Don't come over them, or it's just side to side. There. So watch the difference. This is side to side, which is good. And this is a crossover, which you don't want to do crossover, just side to side. Drop the hips. We are going to be rinsing that spine. So go hands behind your knees for a second. So always use your knees to help you up. And the reason why is if we just took our fascia and we made it all supple and we just sit up like Dracula, we're just going to make our fascia all like, okay. So rinsing the spine. So we created fluid. And so we're going to steam roll. Of course, I have a hoodie on. The roller is going to try to undress you. What we're going to do is you're going to start high here. Elbows come in, hold that roller, point your elbows to your quads, lift your hips up just enough that you slide. You don't have to lift them way up in here. And we're going to push all that fluid through the spine. Boosh. Then we're going to drop, reset. Elbows in. And press 6 of these. Boop. So your goal is to steamroll that fluid down the spine. Drop the hips and reset. Good. Keep the hips as low as you can. Push all that fluid down through that fascia, squeezing it. And so we're opening up those pipelines, flushing all the toilet paper out of those fascia plumbing. The more that we flush through and there's no adhesions, the better the communication, the better the gliding, the better the flexibility. And when you hit 6, use your hands behind your knees or log roll it up. Good. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is just flush the fluid around in our legs because we created the fluid in our legs too. We're just going to do it easy because of time. We're going to take flush all the fluid up the inside of our legs, up and down either the back side of the legs or the outside. So it's up the inside. This is how our watershed flows through that fascia, up the inside and down the outside. One more. Last one. Okay, stick your fingers in your ears. These are your ear holes, okay? We're gonna put the roller, use your hands behind your knees, we're gonna roll down and put that roller right behind our ear holes, our ear canals. Okay, I have now handed each one of you guys Mr. and Mrs. Potato arms and hands, okay? And they're gonna go here on your ears, and you're gonna take and swim backwards doing the backstroke. So we're making a figure 8. Reach and reach. So Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head, little arms and hands, reaching the ears back and back. Now take your nose to a 45-degree angle towards the front door. And I want you to just make circles with your nose. So you're right on that occipital. Now you don't want to press your head to be heavy, but just allow your head to be heavy. So we're moving all that fascia around the occipital. Take that nose to a 45 to the right side and little circles there. Make sure you're not in your neck, but right behind the ear. Just checking, okay. Come back to center and push that roller up another 1.5 inches, which means you're probably gonna have to hold on to it. So push that roller up another 1.5 inches up from your ear holes. Hold on to that roller. Now I want you to take the plate of your face straight to the ceiling. And I actually handed you a plate and you're balancing it on your face. Now on your face today are blueberries, okay? And it's a very small lip on your plate. Slowly tilt the blueberries towards your chin, so slow they don't roll off. And then roll your blueberries towards your forehead and feel it pulling the fascia around. And again, blueberries to the chin, blueberries to the forehead. One more. Okay, slide your hips to the right of the mat and log roll to the left. And come up into standing slowly. Welcome back. Find a nice piece of tile. Feel your feet grounded all the way down through the ground, through the floor, through the subfloor. And you're going to take and anchor your feet down into the core of the earth. Reaching the crown of your head up to the sun. Eyes are open. The first one for balance. Come up onto your toes. Bring it down. Close your eyes, doing the same thing. And see if we changed your balance a bit. And bring it back down. Did we change everybody's balance? A little bit? Can you feel it with your eyes open? Okay, so imagine if we changed it like just that much today, if we melted a little bit tomorrow, and the next day, next day, next day, next day, next day. Can you imagine how good your balance would be? You'd be like one with your eyes shut. Okay, from there, you're gonna take it over and touch the floor and straighten your legs, or take it over to a point that you feel that stretch. Straighten those legs.